Much beloved partners, right now we are standing in the compound of the Ark of Preservation. It's an awesome work that God has done in fulfilling His promises to us. And we also come with appreciation, knowing that this could not have been possible if you did not say yes to the Lord. It's been a few weeks, almost a month, since I came to you to tell you how far we had gone, and we want to greatly appreciate every one of you for the things that you have done in givings, in prayers, some others in encouragements, just so that we can see finished what God has proposed to have done here. Within the next few days, about 6 days, the Ark of Preservation will be hosting its first convergence. It's the HWCN once in a year impartation service called The Shift. We are glad that finally this year it can happen in the Ark of Preservation. It's been a journey of about 2.5 years, but Jesus has glorified Himself. It's already the talk of town. Everybody in awe of what God has done even in these dark times. Have we really perfected all that needs to be perfected? It's a very loud no. Yet, I feel the need to begin with gratitude and to ask the Lord that He would restore in provisions, in preservations, and generally in blessings to everyone that has given to this project. Having said that, I really need to let you know where we stand, because the last communication I had bordered more on our need to procure chairs, generally furniture for the building, to do this backstage works, to bring in a few curtains, some bit of wood to help our sound labors, to do the finishings outside, work the drainage, and most importantly, to get our store for media and for sound. Sadly, it's been somewhat Herculean in being able to go over many of those things. We have made payments for our first 750 chairs. It's coming at a total cost of 10.45 million, and as I stand, we're already done with 8 million. Trusting the Lord that come next week, we'll be able to do a final payment, and we expect the chairs to be here before shift on Thursday, the 23rd of November, or a few days after that day because of the 21-day deadline. We have not been able to make too much progress in the last 3 weeks with our equipments. God has been faithful. Of the 41 million earmarked for sound equipments, we still have an outstanding of like 23.7 million, and we have not been able to make any progress within the last 2 weeks. We are undaunted in our expectations. We have resorted to appreciating God for how far we have come, and also to prayers, trusting the Lord that He would inspire help and that He will inspire the desire to bring help into these things. For this purpose, we are hoping that for the impartation service on the 23rd of November, just 6 days away, we may need to rent some bit of equipment. It's going to cost us a little bit more, but we are willing to move ahead, trusting God that provisions will come. To be able to check that, it means in the next 1 week, we'll need a supply of like 23.7 million that has to come in between now and probably Wednesday night, so that at least we have a few things coming in. The news is that after the shift program or conference is over, we really cannot keep renting equipment for every service. Also understanding that we have an end of November deadline, giving us only 2 more Sundays in our current venue, even though we hope to negotiate for 2 more Sundays in December before we close for the year, so that by the first week of January, when we open, we are fully ready. We're trusting God that backstage we will own a digital screen so that it adds to the beauty and it also helps in the teaching ministry that will take place here. For the shift, we have decided not to spend more in renting a screen. We will go with a construct in flex so that at least we have something at the back of the stage. But we're trusting God that we have something in the neighborhood of like a 10 million to get that backstage digital screen done. We're trusting God to be able to get a few TVs so that we can power the gallery and so that they can fully be in view of what is happening in the service. We also need stage lights. We're looking at between 7 and 9 million to get the stage lights in, at least for a start. For the Shift conference, we also have to rent stage lights, something that we will not continue to do after the Shift program is over, meaning that we'll need to revert to general building lights. We understand the times, but we also understand that we have come this far not subscribing to a natural economy or a spiritual one. As the Lord lays it in your heart, this is a plea that we have a lot of urgent needs. Just outside the building, we're trying to be responsible to create a proper drainage system, not just for the building, but also for the street that goes down, so that there's some sort of give back to the community. We trust the Lord that the accounts will begin to grow again as the Lord puts us back in your hearts. Displayed on the screen are the account details of the ministry, both in United States dollars and in the Nigerian naira. We trust the Lord that as this video hits your screens on different platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, we will be able to together bring to perfection what God is doing here. A final word. We understand that a couple of you may have had difficulties sustaining the watching of our services for about 1 month. We have switched to a new Facebook page, and at the end of this delivery, we will have the new link for our Facebook live services displayed here. It's because we had issues with the usual page. It was hacked, and all of our attempts to recover that page have not yielded any degree of success. We trust God to start again with Facebook followership. We will also try to add on this delivery the links to join our new Facebook page, so that like you followed the last one, you can also follow this one. As I close, let me also use this opportunity to invite you to join us online 4 p.m. Nigerian time on the 23rd of November 2023 for Shift 2023. By the mercies of God, it's been tagged the wells of the fathers. We understand that we are called to labor in this generation, but we also understand that God did not leave us without weaknesses, graces, and energies of the past generation. The belief that night is that God will be granting us access to see revealed their consecrations, their covenants, their graces, and then we can access to leverage upon so that we can do greater quality ministry. Thank you for supporting His Worship Christian Network. Thank you for giving again and again to the building, the furnishing, the perfection of the Ark of Preservation. My name is the Apostle Tolu Agboola. I also want to say thank you for standing with me in this vision. Till we come again in about a week's time to tell you how far we have gone, may the hand of the Lord continue to rest upon you, and may the God of Israel, the God of HWCN, bless you again and again in the name of Jesus. Thank you.